just been coming to La Union as tourists just for the surf. In a way, I felt like I was escaping my world, but at the same time, I still felt really connected. And I felt like La Union attracted a certain tribe of people with a similar mentality, regardless of what their background was. I guess it's a surf that really brought people together. And then the community here in San Juan has always been really welcoming. Those conversations led to ideas, and those ideas led to businesses which allowed us to live the kind of lives we wanted.
2018, I remember that was a big inflection point in our life in LU when Boracay shut down and every business was just on fire. Not literally, but it was just pumping. And the evolution of Flotsam as a social space from just being a hostel with a little bar, the evolution of our coffee shop from being a tiny shop to having a line out the door, that like this started to be the norm. And so we're standing at this pandemic after this fever pitch of the last few years. I think that made us ask ourselves if those beliefs were still true and if we were still true to them.
I clearly remember that day prior to the lockdown. So we're getting ready because in the last 3 years, we've seen how La Union grew. So we're really gearing up for summer. We really thought we had everything figured out. And like a curveball, blindsided, COVID happened.
During the lockdown, like when I say I had anxiety, I'd be shaking, there was a time I couldn't sleep for a while, and being able to go out and watch the sunset, even during lockdown, that was like literally grounding for me. Think of the sand under my feet, to close my hand, to open it, to really be aware of the wind. It sounds cliche to be in the moment, but I was forced there.
Growing up, you don't really notice how important a meal with your family is. Having everyone over yesterday was very exciting because they're the ones I look up to the most here. That's what I learned during the lockdown, just like making meals great again, sharing that meal. And then that's kind of how we evolved our single dishes to family style meals, because it was nice sharing meals again, because when we were super busy, we'd all eat kind of in our own time.
Yeah, supporting your neighbor, ironically, it supports you. And I think that's what the pandemic has been a catalyst for, is seeing the individual again. It took us being apart, I think, for us to realize those things, connecting more in every way with people.
What I like most about La Union is it made me realize who am I at certain stages in my life. After everything that has happened in the last 4 months, just trying to get by. Because if you're going to ask me, I think the earliest we would recover is somewhere next year.
And La Union still stands for that place where your imagination would be triggered, that this is possible. We can live simple lives. We can spend most of our days doing things that make us happy and make us feel free. It exists, and I think it's helpful for people to know that we're here.
Maybe what I would want to share with people when they come back is that the deeper or more rooted side of what life is like in La Union, with everything that's happened with the pandemic, with the closure of businesses, and definitely what's still around us now are the people that we were surrounded by in the beginning. It's the same ocean, it's the same mountains, it's the same sunset. So in a sense, a lot of things have been removed, but the essential things remain.